Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're digging into a question that I think a lot of people in the audio world have, and it's really about physics versus branding.
hmm
When you pay, say, $350 for a pair of speaker stands, what are you actually buying? Is it a measurable performance gain, or is it just, the look?
We're diving right into the high-end accessory market today, looking at the KE S1 speaker stand specifically. The claim from KEF is that these aluminum pillars give you a truly transformative audio experience for their LSX2 speakers.
And that's the whole conflict, isn't it? You can find generic aluminum stands that
Yeah.
have fillable collars, adjustable feet, all the core features for 60 to maybe 120 bucks.
Right. So our deep dive today is really to dissect the engineering, look at the marketing, and check the consumer transparency in this very specific part of the market.
Okay, let's unpack this then. What exactly does that $350 price tag get you on paper?
Well, they are exceptionally well-finished aluminum pillars. They look great. They're fillable, so you can do what's called mass loading.
Which is like adding sand to make them heavier and more stable.
Exactly, like stabilizing a tripod. They also have adjustable rubber feet, but the key technical feature, the one they really push, is a 14-inch screw.
The one that bonds the stand directly to the speaker itself.
Yeah, that's what creates their promised rigid platform.
So when you do the math on that, that's a $350 set of stands for a $1,000 speaker system. That's 35% of the total cost. I mean, that alone should make you stop and think.
And what's fascinating here is how simple that key mechanical feature is to replicate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you dig into the audio forums, users figured out pretty quickly they could just buy generic stands, spend maybe $10 on hardware, drill one small hole.
And get the exact same rigid
The
mounting.
exact same thing.
But let's be real. How many people buying a premium $1,000 system are going to get out the drill? The premium isn't for the screw, it's for the convenience, the
Yeah.
perfect aesthetic match.
It's the industrial design tag.
Right.
Precisely. And that's actually where we hit a bit of a snag on consumer transparency.
The internal cable routing.
The cable routing. It's advertised as this huge benefit for a clean, seamless look.
Of course. That's half the reason you'd pay the premium.
But multiple buyers reported that the USB-C cable that comes with the speakers, it's not actually long enough to use the cable management system.
Wait, what? So you can't even use the feature out of the box?
Not if you place your speakers at the recommended distance, no.
Yeah.
It won't reach the base of the pillar.
That is just a textbook hidden cost. You buy the expensive stands for the look, and then you have to spend another 60 bucks on new, longer cables just to make it work as advertised.
Now let's talk about the physics for a second, because the science here is sound.
Okay.
Independent testing does confirm that mass loading and rigidity improve sound quality. When you fill these S1 stands with sand, they do measurably improve bass response and cut down on unwanted resonance.
Hold on. So if the stands do make the speakers sound better, aren't we being a little too cynical here? I mean, doesn't that justify some of the cost?
That's the right question. It justifies the concept, but maybe not the price point.
What do you mean?
The crucial context is that those acoustic improvements, while measurable, were documented as being pretty modest.
Yeah.
Especially when you compare them to other factors like just proper speaker placement or basic room acoustics.
So a rug on the floor might make a bigger difference.
It very well could.
Okay.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, testing showed that generic $100 stands, paired with some simple acoustic treatment panels, often gave a much better overall improvement than just the expensive stands alone.
So the core takeaway for you, the listener, seems to be this. The KEF S1 stands are beautiful, they're well-made, they integrate perfectly, but you are paying a massive premium almost entirely for that visual experience.
Our analysis concludes that you can get, say, 90% of the acoustic benefit, the height, the mass, the damping, for about 30% of the cost.
Just by using generic stands, some sand, and maybe some foam isolation pads.
Exactly. And then you can use that money you saved on room treatment, which often yields a far superior result anyway.
So when you're investing in accessories, you have to decide what your true priority is. Is it cost-effective acoustic optimization, or is it visual perfection? The question to ask yourself is, if 90% of the benefit is cheap, is that last 10% really worth 4 times the price? Or is that just the price you pay to avoid a trip to the garage?